Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. We are getting very close to the end of the season and we are getting very close to a third promotion in 3 successive years. Since the last episode, which if I'm perfectly honest I can't quite remember what it was. Was it Newport County? I think it was, wasn't it? We've done... I was going to say okay. It's not okay, is it? We've lost 2-1 against Crawley, Darren Oldacre scoring a consolation goal in the 93rd minute. We've drawn 1-1 with Bolton. Marcus Anderson with an own goal. It wasn't Marcus Anderson. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Foxy. Possibly someone took a free kick and then Anderson basically just headed it in. And then against Cheltenham, Cameron Archer with a goal for us, giving us 3 points. So, league table-wise, we are 3rd place in the table. We have, I don't know how many games left. What is it? 46 in total. So 9 games still to play. So there's a reasonable amount of football. Enough for us to completely balls it up. But we are still kind of in the driving seat when it comes to automatic promotion. Today then, we are going to be up against Morecambe. And I've kind of already planned out the final few episodes of this season. After Morecambe, we are going to go Cambridge. We are then going to go Burton. We are then going to go Doncaster. It might change. Basically, if it gets to about here, and it turns out that we might just be able to confirm automatic promotion for Carlisle, we'll show the Carlisle game. But basically, yeah, I'm going to try and show those 4 matches between now and the end of the season. That's the plan. So, Morecambe then, as an opponent, find themselves 13th place, so literally right in the middle of the table, 49 points. We are on 62. I guess we need to start paying attention to some of the other teams around us. Mansfield, Carlisle and Newport can all catch us. So, Mansfield are at home against Doncaster. Doncaster? Hold on. What's happened to Doncaster? So, Doncaster, I was going to say, I remember Doncaster being a championship side not too far in the past. So, 2013, 2014, got relegated again, came back up from League 2, almost got promoted, and then have gone back down again. Anyway, we're not playing Doncaster. Mansfield are playing Doncaster. Carlisle are one of the other teams. They're away from home against AFC Wimbledon. Newport County have Bolton, who are down in 20th, but if we add on their 12 points, they will actually be on 51 points. So they would be about 11th place. So it's probably a bit tougher than it might seem. The starting lineup then for the Morecambe game. In goal will be James Trafford, a back 5. Yes, we are sticking with the 5 at the back. Will be Godwin Asia, Devine, Ollie Denham, Big Dave and Ben Coker. In the middle will be Darren Oldacre and Jacob Butterfield. Foxy will be the shadow striker with Mercado and Cameron Archer as the front 2. Now, I said last episode that Stan Flaherty is the world's greatest footballer. He's kind of proved to me that maybe he isn't. So he had that wonderful game there where he scored 2, got an assist, then he got a 6.3 against Crawley and a 6.2 against Bolton. So, yeah, he's not as good as I think he is. Also, Bradley Johnson here, he's done. He's done for the season. Well, I say the season. He's out for 4 weeks and 2 months. He's basically done for the season, isn't he? And the final bit of injury news, Leighton Stewart is almost returning from fitness, 1 to 6 days. He's wanted by Chesterfield. Okay, we might end up selling some of these players in the summer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not there yet. If we get promoted, maybe we're not going to sell them because we probably need them. Morecambe then are playing I like this formation. This is a formation that I played on one of the older Football Manager games. And I think it was kind of an exploit because what you did is you had your 2 strikers back on, I can't remember what game it was, but it's one of those games where you could right click and drag and say, right, I want you to run off that way and I want you to run off that way. And you did that. And then you said this guy here would run through the middle. And basically your 2 strikers would just drag out the 2 central defenders because they were for some reason always being man-marked. And then he'd score 45 goals a season. It doesn't work anymore, though. Anyway, enough of that little trip down memory lane. Morecambe, away from home. I think we've got enough to get something from this game. 17 wins. We are draw specialists, by the way. 12 draws, which is a lot of draws. I'd like to just kind of pick up another victory here. 20 minutes in, or 25 minutes in, we've had no highlights. We do have an injury to Ben Coker. I don't think I put a left back on the bench. I guess we got Fossey. He can play there. Well, we're almost at half-time. In fact, we are at half-time without a single highlight. What a cracking game of football this has been. There's been 10 shots, 2 on target. Not a single one was an actual highlight. I'm going to give him an angry shout. Right, look at these numbers. Foxy's on a 6.3. So it's time. It's time for the world's greatest attacking midfielder, Stan Felipe Balde. Felipe Balde's on the bench. Is he any good as a shadow striker? He's got 4 finishing. It's probably good, right? I don't know why I've done that. I really don't know why I've done that. I've loaned out one of the, I think a young Zimbabwean midfielder. He's gone back on loan. He's gone back to Zimbabwe. Basically, I didn't want to pay his wages. We're going to go through this entire match without a single highlight, aren't we? We are 65 minutes in, no highlights. Give him a demand more. Let's go. Okay, we finally have something. We've gone positive. Coker to Butterfield, back to Coker. Long ball finds Cameron Archer. He's going to run down the left. He needs some support. Plays it all the way back to Darren Oldacre. Oldacre forward once again to Archer. In some space in the area. Goes for goal. It's an awful effort from Archer. Travers makes a save. Archer was offside anyway. Nothing's happening. 75 minutes in. We're going to do Mercado off. It's going to be George Newell coming on. We're also going to do... we're going to bring Archer off as well. Valadres. Valadres can kind of play as a striker. Kind of. So we'll do Valadres. Swap you two over. Maybe that's the better way of doing it. Valadres hasn't ever played as a striker, but he can do it. Oh, we've got 5 minutes to play and we have another highlight. The second one of the match. Bakari in the area. Butterfield clears the ball. No one's closing it down though, so it's just going to come straight back towards us. Waters plays the ball across. Powell controls it. He's got someone in front of him. Tries to cross in. Does cross it in straight at Trafford. Trafford makes the easy save. And that is the end of the highlight. And essentially, that is the end of the game. What an awful game of football this has been. So for the first time in a very long time, we're going to have 2 matches in an episode because that was not good enough and not entertaining enough for a video. Oh, and even better, Ben Coker is now out for 5 weeks to 2 months, so he's missing the end of the season as well. Match number 2 then of the episode, Wycombe Wanderers currently sat second place in the table. A victory here will put us on to 66 points, but that is still a long, long way away from second place Wycombe, who will be on 72. A defeat here will basically confirm Crawley and Wycombe getting promotion, won't it? Also, they are managed by former Huddersfield and Borussia Dortmund 2 manager, Jan Sijvert, maybe. That's probably why they're doing quite well in the league. The starting lineup for the Wycombe game then. In goal will be Trafford, a back 5 of Fossey, Devine, Shotton, Big Dave and Gideon Adu-Pepra. Valadres and Oldacre will be the central midfielders today, with Flaherty as that attacking midfielder. Mercado and Archer continue their poor form up front, but I don't really have too many other options. On the bench we do have Raul Correa. The reason why Butterfield has been dropped because he has 86% overall condition, so he needs a little bit of a break. Wycombe are playing a fancy formation, fair enough. Right, last time we played Wycombe, they were top of the table and we somehow managed to sneak a victory against them. I'm hoping we do the same thing, although we were at home last time. This time, obviously, we are away from home, but I'm hopeful. I've just noticed AFC Wimbledon have just slowly climbed into the playoff spots without anybody noticing. Dom Gape, the former Southampton youngster with the ball for Wycombe, loses the ball. Mercado, the best Uruguayan ever from Merseyside, runs into the penalty area, goes for goal. It's not the best of efforts from the Uruguayan. He will soon become the best Uruguayan ever to grace a football pitch in Merseyside. Throw for Wycombe. Wassel collects it, or is it Walsall? I don't know. Ridehaug? Sure, that guy. Simons or Simmons? I don't know. So many confusing names. Thompson, I can get that one. Thompson with the ball. Back to Wassel. I'm going with Wassel. It's probably not Wassel. Wassel down that left-hand side. Gets held up. Stan Flaherty puts in a boot. Wins the ball. Does Cameron Archer. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He has to score. How has he not scored? We've got ourselves a corner. Who is taking it? It is Luis Valadres towards the back post. It's a header clear. Stan Flaherty hopefully he's going to collect it. He does. Big Dave's down that wing if he wants to use him. Thompson's pushed him over. We win a free kick instead. We've already had more highlights in the first 20 minutes of this game than we did in the entirety of the last one. James Trafford with the goal kick. We've dropped down to 4th place. This isn't good. Mercado's hopefully going to control it. Route 1 football. Go on, Uruguayan. His effort is saved. I've just called him Uruguayan. I'm not even calling him his name. He's just Uruguayan. We've got a corner. Who's taken this time? It is Cameron Archer stepping up towards the back post. Allsop comes out to claim the ball. We have been all over Wycombe, and we're doing everything but score a goal. I say all over. We had 40% possession, but we've had 10 shots and 7 on target and still not hit the back of the net. We have a throw. Fossey takes it. Valadres, the Honduran. Fossey gets it back. He's got 2 in the box. Crosses in. Cameron Archer's one of them. Doesn't win its head. And now Dom Gape can run the ball clear for Wycombe. Holds it up. Plays it over the top. Harrison runs onto it. James Trafford came out a long, long way. And Wheeler hits his effort wide from an open goal opportunity. We should be losing now. Half-time, we are going to regret not taking our chances. 12 shots, 7 on target. I imagine at half-time, their manager is going to shout at them. I'm going to say, I'm far from pleased. People will be looking fired up. I'm then going to possibly do Stan Flaherty off, who's on a 6.4, for Foxy. 51 minutes on the clock. We have a free kick with Veladrez. The Honduran steps up, goes for goal and hits it wide of the post. Mercado's on a 6.4. Archer's on a 6.5. We're missing sitters. This is the problem. Let's give them a show some passion. Maybe this is a risk, but maybe we change it up to positive. Let's go for a winner. Only one thing to do when you're going for a winner. Raul Correa time. Raul Correa hasn't played a huge amount of football, but when he does play, he's scored 3 goals in 4 starts. He's doing the job. He's also transfer listed, so maybe this is the opportunity for him to shop window himself, get himself a hat-trick. We'll win 3-0. He can get himself sold. It's a corner. Veladrez steps up to take the corner towards the back post. Big Dave is there. Saul Shotton is there. Foxy is there. And the substitute from Cyprus has made it 1-0 against Wycombe Wanderers. We are going to do it again. We are going to do it again against a team who are probably too good for this league. We are going to pick up 6 points against them in 2 matches. We've got 5 minutes left to play. I'm going to do my final sub. It's Fossey off. It's going to be Godwin Asia coming on. I'm hoping time's just going to disappear. I'm hoping nothing happens. Stevenage have equalised against Wimbledon, which is good news as well. There you go. It's another 1-0 victory. We didn't deserve it at all, but I say we did deserve it. 19 shots, 11 on target. We need to start scoring our goals. I think part of the problem now is our players just aren't good enough. They're just not good enough. But all we need, if we need to get 2 decent League 2 level strikers, or League 1 level strikers realistically, who can actually take their chances and will be beating teams 4 or 5-0 on occasions. So that victory keeps us in the hunt for automatic promotion. We do move within 5 points of Wycombe Wanderers. Crawley, I think, might have lost their game as well. Where are Crawley? They did. They lost 2-1 at home against Carlisle, which means, I know we're looking up rather than down right now, but it means we're only 6 points behind Crawley, or 7 points, behind Crawley. We're also 6 points behind Wycombe, because that's how maths works. We are still kind of in a bit of trouble, because Exeter are 3 wins behind us. It sounds like a lot, but we've lost 9 all season. We can easily lose 3 more. That's going to do it then for this episode, where we did have 2 matches. A really exciting, probably the best game of football you'll ever see against Morecambe, the 0-0 draw, and then a 1-0 victory that we've just seen against Wycombe. Next episode, I can't remember what I said I was going to do. Hold on. Cambridge. We're going to go Cambridge. So we're going to have 2 matches in between episodes. Barnet, who I think are down the wrong end of the table, bottom of the table, and then Walsall, who find themselves in the middle of the table. Then back for Cambridge in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will be back next time with the matchup against Cambridge.